Alright, babe, welcome back to a brand new series, and today we're going to be doing a new series called Mirror Monday. In this series, me and my friend Outcast, who makes you guys go check out, we're going to be playing against each other using a mirror matchup, basically meaning we're going to be playing the exact same deck card for card. So, we're going to be showing off the first episode, a Mega Sceptile Ariados deck. So, this is a very fun deck, and Mega Sceptile's a pretty interesting card. Now, anyways, I want to give credit where credit's due. The person who made this deck was his name is Piper Lapine. So he's on the Pokemon website where you can find this deck list. So if you guys were interested, there you go. Now I also gonna give a shout out to Outcast. Outcast is gonna be my opponent here. He's gonna be the guy we're gonna be playing against every Monday. So make sure you guys go check him out. I will link his channel in the description and whatnot. He's a great person. He streams on Twitch every day. He's got his YouTube. He's a good guy. So make sure you guys check out Outcast. And, yeah, pop by maybe one of his streams and whatnot and hang out. So anyways, Mega Sceptile. So this is a very, kind of straightforward deck. I mean, Mega Sceptile, actually, I'm going to have to do this again. Mega Sceptile does have that ability, or not ability, sorry, the attack Jagged Saber, where for 2 energies you do 100, and then you may attach up to 2 grass energy cards from your hand to your bench Pokemon any way you like, and if you attach an energy in this way, you heal all damage from that Pokemon. So that's actually a pretty good attack, because basically what the point of this deck is just retreat your Mega Sceptile, and then use like something like Energy Retrieval to retrieve your energies, and then Jagged Saber all the damage off that one Mega Sceptile, and kind of make it so your opponent can't really take any prizes. And that's kind of the point of this deck, and it is a very strong deck in that regards. Very straightforward. We're also going to be running just 4 Sceptiles. Sceptile has the attack Unseen Claw, which does 60 plus 70 more damage affected by special condition. That's kind of why we get Ariados. Also, Ariados can poison a non-grass type Pokemon, basically, and that can help, I guess, maybe in like different matchups where you need to do that little bit extra damage to actually take a knockout. So yeah, this is going to be the deck. Very straightforward, just Mega Sceptile, and you use it to attack Jagged Saber, retreat it, heal damage, and kind of just make your opponent not be able to knock out a Mega Sceptile, or a Sceptile for that matter. Other stuff, we do play a Hoopa, since the deck kind of does have like, the Sceptiles going on, so you kind of need Hoopa here to kind of string that together, but it also makes it really good because the deck plays Forest of Giant Plants, which allows you to get a Sceptile out on the first turn, Mega Sceptile. So you put a Spirit Link on it, you play Hoopa, you grab a Sceptile, Mega Sceptile, and another Mega Sceptile. You play the Mega Sceptile into one Sceptile, play Mega Sceptile, and just like that, you get 2 into play on the first turn. So Hoopa can make that really strong. And then we got 2 Shaymins. Shaymin's pretty typical in any deck, really. Allows you to drop to 6 cards. Pretty standard card. So yeah, that is the Pokemon. Very thin line. One thing I wish this deck did run was something like maybe a Virizion or something, just so that like if you run into something like Regice, you can knock it out. So we can get into the items. We got 2 energy retrievals. This is good because you can, Jagged Saber, and then if you had energy retrieval that turn, you can get those energies onto something and heal it off. And obviously with the retreat and stuff, it's good. 2 Professor's Letters can work in the same way. Grabs 2 energies from your deck to Jagged Saber with. 1 Revitalizer, just because Revitalizer allows you to put you guys Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Very nice card there. Get back 2 Sceptiles or a Spin Rack and Ariados, whatever you want. 1 Super Rod, just Super Rod allows you to get back some important resources like, Pokemon, Hoopa, Shaymin, whatever you need, and energies too, which is also very important. We got 4 Trainer's Mail. Trainer's Mail is pretty typical in any deck. You kind of need it when you play a ton of items. 3 Ultra Balls, just because Ultra Ball allows you to get any Pokemon you want. Now, you're like, why do you have 3? You had 4 last video. Well, I kind of had to, let a friend borrow it. So, yeah. 4 VS Seekers. VS Seeker, typical standard card in any deck. You already know why that's there. 1 AZ, this is good. It gets you back Hoopa and Shaymins, because you really don't want to use those in the late game. And also you can use it on Mega Sceptile thanks to Force Giant Plants. 1 Fisherman, this is really good when you use it with VS Seeker. It allows you to get back 4 energies, which means you have 2 Jagged Sabers to work with. 1 Hex Maniac, good card. You can just Hex Maniac, shut down an ability-based deck, which can come in handy a lot of times. 1 Lysander. Lysander is a good card. Obviously, you already know why it's here. You can win games because of it. 1 Birch, draw sport. 4 Sycamore, 1 Shauna, basic draw sport. We get into our tools. We do 2 Muscle Bands, which you use for the Sceptile, the baby Sceptile for Unseen Claw. And then 3 Sceptile Spirit Links for the Mega Sceptile. 4 Force Giant Plants to get the Sceptiles into play a lot quicker. And then in total, we play 11 energies. So yeah, this is the Mega Sceptile deck. So let's go test it out with Outcast in the mirror matchup and see who can win with the Mega Sceptile Ariados deck. Alright guys, let's get into the game here. This is going to be live commentated. So we're going to be playing against Outcast, which is going to be lots of fun. We'll see how this goes. Popular Twitch streamer. Hopefully that we get a nice little game here. Looks like I actually win the coin flip. So I might be able to get the turn 1 Sceptile off. Okay. I'll deal with this hand. It's not too bad. We got the Spinnerack, the Sceptile start. Okay, so we see a bunch of grass energies, Secret Ultra Ball and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll see how this game goes. Hopefully we can have a nice little fun game. And we see some more mulligans, which I like to see. Hopefully, we can get Force Giant Plants, we can get energies, we can get a Sceptile going on the first turn. That would be really good. So we get to, I think we draw like 2 cards, right? Yeah, 2 cards. There we go. Wow, okay. I'll take that. We can do this. We can Trainer's Mail, and wow. Okay, we can grab the Sceptile Spirit Link. I mean, maybe to be fair, I could have just, took the Hex Maniac and Hex Maniac'd him. Maybe to shut him down a little bit. That could have been a decent play. Birch Guts Head's nice. We get 7 cards. Okay, we can play Ariados down. We can't poison him, though. Maybe we can use Impound, sometime during the game. I guess I would Shaman here, but I might not draw anything. Okay, I'll just pass. I could have Shaman, drop Shaman, drew some cards, but if I get something that I don't need, next turn, I could Sycamore it away, because I'm most likely going to Sycamore here, yeah, and then I would lose what I would, so don't want to do that. So we see my Outcast gets a Ariados in play, so that's going to be interesting, even though it doesn't do anything because it's basically grass matchup, unless like you Lysandre's Hoopa or Shaman out, if I ever happen to play them down. See what Outcast does. Will he, well, I don't think he'll be able to attack. Yeah, this deck doesn't really like Mega Turbos or Battle Compressors or anything like that. So, he won't be able to turn 1 to attack me. Thankfully, I got the first turn thing here, which is good. We see Sycamore, my opponent, Outcast here gets rid of an Ariados, Hex Maniac, Shauna, and a Grass Energy. And we'll see what else happens. We see the Sceptile Spirit Link go down, and we see Transmit for Ultra Ball. So it looks like Outcast will be able to, get this Sceptile going. He's probably going to grab Hoopa here with this Ultra Ball, getting rid of more energies. Maybe he's setting up a Fisherman play or an Energy Retrieval play. Lots of things can happen here. So we'll see what he grabs. Most likely a Hoopa. Unless it's prized, he'll probably just grab Mega Sceptile. Unless that's prized, which I highly doubt it will be. Let's be real here. So we'll see what happens. See if he searches through the deck. Maybe Hoopa is prized. And nope, it's in his deck. So he is going to grab Hoopa here. So he's going to get the Hoopa going. We see the Hoopa come down, grabbing... He's probably going to grab a Shaman, a Mega Sceptile, and another Shaman. That's my guess anyways. We'll see what he grabs. Oh, he grabs a Sceptile, Mega Sceptile, and a Shaman, so I was wrong. So he's going to get that Mega Sceptile into play. Luckily, we got ours in play first. Obviously, Jagged Saber can be a deadly attack. And then we see a Shaman go down, setting up, and it looks like for 4 cards, I think it was 4-3. See what happens. Will my opponent be able to do anything? I mean, maybe if this deck here ran like Shrine of Memories, you could maybe use Sleep Poison and maybe go that route. But it looks like Outcast is, obviously the deck doesn't play. So it looks like Outcast here is thinking, does he have a Grass Energy? He did discard 3 energies and didn't attach a single one. So maybe he is. Never mind, he had the Energy Retrieval in his hand, so he can put an energy onto Sceptile. Maybe this deck can make a Turbo, which wouldn't be a bad option. Maybe I'll make a video on this in the future, and I think that'd be a lot better, making a video on this in the future, because I think that this deck has a lot of potential. There's a lot of other things I want to add to the deck, though, because I don't really think that straight up Mega Sceptile is a very good idea. I think the deck should run more stuff. There we see an Ultra Ball, once again from Outcast. We see getting rid of, it looks like a Sycamore and a Grass Energy. And I think he grabbed a Mega Sceptile. He's probably going to play that down. Yeah, so his turn's going to end. Luckily, we get the first turn attack off, which is nice. We get a Fisherman top deck. I guess that's fine. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Professor's Letter here, and I'm going to grab 2 Grass Energies. How many do we got left? Okay, we got to get them out. So I'll grab 2 Grass Energies here. Now, obviously, we're going to lose to Shaman, but what I can do is I can Professor Sycamore this hand away, and we'll get 2 Grass Energies in the discard pile for an Energy Retrieval for later on. And nice, we get 2 Sceptiles here. We can drop them down. See, we get out this Trainer's Mail. We get Ultra Ball. I'm going to grab Energy Retrieval. Well, maybe Ultra Ball. I don't want to lose these energies, though. Just because I'm going to Jagged Saber next turn. Never mind. Looks like we actually made a pretty decent choice, I guess. Maybe grabbing that. So let's go with the Jagged Saber here. Boom, 100 damage. Obviously, we have to hit it 3 times, which is nuts. So, we can Jagged Saber. We can put an energy here. And we can put an energy there. I'm going to spread out the energies a little bit. It may seem like a really dumb play. But I'm going to do it just because I can energy retrieval next turn, get some energies back, and do all kinds of stuff. So we see Outcast puts the grass energy onto the Mega Sceptile. I think this is going to be a war as to who can heal the most. I honestly think that's what this game's going to come down to, is who can heal their Pokemon the most. Just because, like I said, we're going to be 3-shotting him with Jagged Saber since we can't poison him. Obviously, if like I got lucky with Sleep Poison, then, sure, we could poison him, but that's probably not going to happen. So we're going to have to just bank on seeing who can get the most things going here. We do see a Lysander top deck. We can do this. I kind of want to KO his Shaman here. How many things has he played? So we see 2 energy retrievals. Okay, this is weird. I do like a play here of just Lysandering out that Shaman and then Sleep Poisoning it. And then, we can save Sceptile for later. And then, maybe we can get lucky, get a Sceptile Spirit Link, and I make a Sceptile. I could I do want to knock off Shaman. I kind of want to get ahead in prizes here. I think that could be the best option. But, I honestly think this is going to be the better play. You may be like, what? Kill yourself. But I don't know if he can actually respond here with a heal attack. And that's kind of where I'm going to bank on. I'm going to hold on Lysander just in case he does something. So we'll spread out the energies once again. I guess I'll put that in Ariados. I could have put in Sceptile because then I could retreat for the 2 and stuff like that. But you know what? I think I'm just going to put an energy onto Ariados. Just, maybe we can impound for later. Probably not. And we do see the retreat. If Outcast does manage to get this heal off, I could be in some trouble. We see a Super Rod getting back. Probably the 2 energies in the Ariados, I guess. I mean, that's what he has to get back. And, yep, we see 1 energy, and we see another energy, and we see the Ariados. My opponent does get those back. But will he be able to heal the Sceptile off? If not, we can Lysander it out and then KO it this turn. Probably with Sleep Poison. I want to actually... Yeah, probably with Sleep Poison, just because if I knock his Sceptile out, then he'll knock my Sceptile out, and it'll just be weird that way. He probably has a Sycamore in his hand, though, or a VS Seeker. No, we just see a Jagged Saber for 100. Does my opponent please don't heal? Will he have the heal? Will he have the heal? He needs 1 energy, and oh, he does. So, yeah, that is basically RIP. Well, it's not RIP, but, like, that's pretty OP. Maybe the KOing the... I don't know. Like, I do want to get ahead in prizes here really badly. So you know what? I think I'm actually going to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and just Lysander out the Shaman. I think I'm just going to KO it here, take advantage. We'll just poison his nest. Getting ahead in prizes is good. Obviously Jagged Saber only does 100. There's no damage on anything, so it's not like he's really benefiting off of Jagged Saber too much. So you know what? Let's KO the Shaman. Take 2 prizes. Here we got a Grass, another Ariados. Okay, so that's not bad. We can put energies back on the Sceptile if we need to. I really did like that play. It does make use of Unseen Claw just because we're not really going to be using it. There we see a VS Seeker. See what he grabs. He probably Sycamore. Most likely Sycamore. But I do like that. It makes use of Unseen Claw, and it kind of just gets rid of that Shaman on his bench. The deck plays AZ. He could have just AZ'd up the Shaman and then kind of gone from there. So I did like that play a lot. I think that was pretty clever. We see a Muscle Band go on to the Mega Sceptile, so that's not good. Might be seeing a Jagged Saber here. Whack me. Swarm Tree Cuffs, right? Okay, it does. Just making sure. So we might not be able to attack with this Sceptile here. We're going to have to just get lucky and get our own Sceptile. If not, we're going to have to attack with Ariados, which would be pretty funny. And there we see a Jagged Saber for 120 damage here to my poor Sceptile. Unseen Claw just won't do much. We've seen another energy go on to the Mega Sceptile there. Okay. Grass Energy top deck. I didn't like that. We'll put the grass onto you. We'll Sycamore the hand away. Get another grass in there for later. Okay, nice. Alright, we didn't get what we fully needed. But I think it's time to retreat the Sceptile into Ariados. Put a Muscle Band onto you. And I think it's time we do this and Mega Evolve and get another Mega Sceptile into play. And obviously we can just sacrifice the Ariados at any point we want. We have Fisherman in the discard. We're only losing one via Seeker. I really do like this a lot. It's a pretty good position to be in. Not gonna lie. Lots going for us. There we see an Ultra Ball. Will my opponent get another Mega Sceptile in play? That could be very scary. It's gonna be a Mega Sceptile war at this point. Oh no, a Shaman. Okay. So it looks like we can Lysander it out for later if we want. Which I probably will do, because that Shaman is going to be easy prizes. There we see a Sceptile Spirit Link going on to the Sceptile. Okay. And there we see a Jagged Saber. It is going to KO my poor little Ariados. My opponent is going to be able to take the first prize of this. Well, not the first prize, sorry. First prize. Only one, though, which kind of unevens things a little bit, which I do like to see. I am going to need to get Ariados back, though, so that I can kill that Shaman. Actually, no, I have Muscle Band. Never mind. What am I saying? So, okay. You know what? Bring you up. Okay, we got you. Okay. I really do like taking out that Shaman on the bench. And then maybe we can take out Hoopa. Is AZ my opponent's discard? That's the question. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's VS Seeker. The thing is, though, is like, do I want to, you know, straight up Sycamore here and then heal everything, which I actually think is the better play. But then I'm not going to be left with anything. Honestly, though, I'm feeling confident about this. I think I'm going to grab the Fisherman. I could have Lysandered the Shaman, KO'd it, took in surprises. But you know what? I want to heal everything off here, so let's go with that. We'll heal off our attackers. We're going to need that, believe me. So, boom, Jagged Saber, 120. We can finally two-shot this thing, which is awesome. And boom, heal off all that damage, which is pretty insane. And boom, heal off all that damage. And just like that, we are fully ready to go. Hold on, is Ariados? Okay, so we're going to need to get Revitalizer or Super Rod here to heal us off. We can hit this thing for a big ol' 120 damage. If I save Lysander, though, I could have Lysandered out. Opponent is probably going to get some energies here. He has played all his energy retrieval. He's going to need a Fisherman, that's the thing. If he doesn't get Fisherman, we could be in a decent spot. You know, if he doesn't heal that Sceptile, that could be big. He probably will, though. There's no way he's not going to. And yeah, there we see boom hitting the Mega Sceptile, and there is the heal. Okay, so I think our main priority is going to try and take out that Shaman. See what we top deck. Ooh, not good at all. So, what's my HP at? Okay, no, if I was gonna keep Sceptile active, but then he could just retreat and come with the Muscle-Made one. So we're gonna retreat, bring out you, and we'll go with a Jagged Saber for 100 damage, and we'll heal off this Mega Sceptile right here, and we'll put another energy onto it. Now we just need to start top decking stuff. I might have to play the Hoopa down and grab another Shaman, but I don't want to put any Shamans in play, just because I kind of want to play this game here where it's like, oh, you know, I can do this and that, you kill your Shaman, and stuff like that. So I think that might be a better play. We see the retreat once again, and my opponent's, yep, there's a Fisherman. Going to heal off his Sceptile once again, but that's fine. I mean, if it's a Sceptile war, I am fine with that. You know, Sleep Poison can always come in handy. A lot of stuff can happen this game. So I'm kind of content. This isn't a bad position to be in at all. I'm still winning in prizes. Maybe we can deck him out. I don't know. That'd be funny if we did. So there we see the Jagged Saber for 120. How many VS Seekers have I played? I'm pretty sure just one. Yes, okay, just one. And we see the heal. Now, here's the thing. We're going to need some energy here, or we're going to be in trouble. Alright, come on, energy. Okay, I will take that. That is not too bad. We got our second Mega Sceptile going. I guess we'll Hoopa. I don't like playing Hoopa down, but we're going to have to grab our Shaman. We could grab Sceptile. Put it down, obviously that wouldn't matter, so we'll play Shaman here, set up for a couple cards. Okay, I like this. Okay, we could put Muscle Band, I guess, on Shaman, you know, Sky Return for later. Trainer's Mail, Vitalizer, Energy Retrieval, and we'll grab you. I guess we'll do this, why not? Hex Maniac, my opponent. And we will do an energy retrieval play. We can get our energies back. And we will retreat Sceptile. bring out Sceptile, and we will Jagged Saber for 100 damage. And we will heal off our Mega Sceptilian right here. And we will... I kind of want to hold on to that, to be fair. We put Spinnerack. I don't know where to put it, that's the thing. I guess we'll put it back onto you. I would have liked to put on something in case he tried to Lysander me, but I'm fine with just doing that. See what else happens. Okay, so we can do that. Will my opponent be able to respond with anything big is the question. Like I said, it's basically a war as to who can get the most heals off and consistently do it. That's the thing. I really, once I knock out something, I'm just, you know, going to Lysander that, Shaman out and KO it. So I got to keep the Muscle Banded Sceptile alive. So we'll see here. We see the retreat. Will my opponent get that energy, though? That is the question. I think he will. If he does, that's not good. Will he do it? Yes, he does. So once again, he heals off the Mega Sceptile. Okay. That's fine. Alright, let's go. See what we get. Ooh, nice. Okay, Grass Energy top deck. We will retreat and hold on to the Sceptile because I do want to use it for later. And Jagged Saber for 100 damage. Boom. Take it to the face. And we'll heal off our Mega Sceptile right here. Yeah, basically just back and forth. Jagged Saber, Jagged Saber. Very exciting, Kappa. Alright, so what else is my opponent going to do? Retreat once again, bringing up the other Mega Sceptile. And we see the Seeker going probably for the Fisherman. Yep, there we see that Fisherman. Ooh, boy. There we see the Fisherman. He's going to be able to get 4 things back. So that's 2 Jagged Sabers. He's going to be able to play, which is not good. The odds are not looking good for us, but I really do like this deck a lot, actually playing it. It's pretty fun. So he heals out that Sceptile. Oh boy. Alright. Ultra Ball. Don't need that. We're going to deck out, though, which is scary. I'm just going to Jagged Saber. I could have retreated, which I probably should have done, actually, thinking about it. Maybe, yeah, I should have retreated. I don't really know what I'm doing. That was a bit of a misplay on my end. Yeah, there we see the retreat. Best bet at this point, I think, is just Lysanders out the Shaman and maybe, like, the Ariados. I don't know. The Hoopa. We can try and trap the Hoopa. Maybe I should have retreated, but it's fine. We're going to need to top deck something, though, to kind of save us. My opponent's going to KO my poor Mega Sceptile, which, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have let him KO it, but you know what? I'm fine with that. He does have another thing to go off of. He might be able to VS Seekers, so that's the thing. No, he has 1 left. Okay, so he technically has 2 more Fisherman things going for him. So we gotta be cautious of that. He's gonna be able to pull off 2 more little Fisherman plays. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Is he taking a while to take his prizes, or is it just my game? I don't think it's my game. Yeah, it's his. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, because his thing was moving. I thought it was my game for a sec. I thought I was about to get disconnected, which would have been pretty scary. Alright. Fair play there, Outcast. Let's bring out this Mega Sceptile. Top deck, come on! Ooh, nice. Alright, so let's do this. And do this. And do this. And do this. And we'll grab all these energies and start a little parade of fun. And boom, Jagged Saber for 100 damage. And we'll put the energy right there. And we'll finish that. I don't really want to move the energy anywhere else. Might want to hold on to it just for now. Maybe I could have put an energy on Hoopa in case he tried to Lysander stall it. Maybe I should have done that. I don't know. Really, it's all about getting the right top deck. That's the thing. I'm gonna need to, like, get rid of this, not get rid of this hand, but, like, shuffle this hand back into my deck. Just because I'm going to deck out if I'm not careful. Unless, like, I can get Outcast to deck out, which is possible. You never know. Maybe I could, you know, stall the Hoopa, but he might have AZ, and that's what I'm scared about. So looking at what he has as discard, we see some energies, obviously. We see the Fisherman, the Vitalizer, 3 VS Seekers, some energy retrievals. All his energy retrievals, though, too, which is nice. See what is my discard pile. Okay, we see 1 energy retrieval. So, no, actually, I don't have any left. I got 2 VS Seekers left, though. And, oh, we see the Lysander. He does do that. So now I do not... So kind of I do regret now not putting the energy onto the Hoopa. Maybe I should have done that. Now I regret it a little bit. Okay. That's fine, though. We're going to have to get AZ, though. It's not on my discard, is it? No. Okay, so it might still be in the deck or might be prized. Okay, so Jagged Saber. Now, the nice thing here is if we can retreat this Hoopa somehow, we can knock out this thing, and then we might have a window open for game. And holy crap, we actually top-decked it. Wow. That is insane. Okay, okay, we can KO the Sceptile. We might actually win this. Let's do that, I guess, and pass the turn, hold on to those energies. But wow, we might actually be able to win this. Oh, VS Seeker, we might actually have the game, unless like he judges me or something like that. We might be able to win, unless he AZs his own Shaman. Then I think we have the win, folks. Oh my god, okay. That's awesome. That was a really good top deck, holy. Please don't AZ the Shaman. Please, Fisherman. Please, Fisherman, Fisherman. Come on. What is going to happen here? Oh, this is intense. This is intense. So I just had a... That was a huge window to win. Ooh, boy. What's going to happen? Oh, boy. This is exciting. Will I win this game next turn? That is the question. Ooh. Come on. But like I said, if he does AZ that Shaman, which is highly likely, then I could be in trouble. But I could always trap his Hoopa. But then he might have a VS Seeker. So I don't know what's the best play here. Maybe just back-to-back Fisherman. We have Shauna in our hand, which is awesome. Ariados on the bench. And it looks like we do, in fact, win the game. Give my opponent a nice little GG here. Hit him with a smiley face. Yeah, we win the game. That was a pretty exciting game, though. The AZ top deck was huge. So we can just do this. And, well, I'm not going to slow roll him. That's just deuce. Been going on for 22 minutes. Holy cow. Lysander out the Shaman. And just like that, folks, we managed to win. That was a very intense game. That was a very intense game. Very fun, too. I guess we'll do that. Why not? And, yeah, what a fun game. So that was a really good game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our PTCGO videos. Don't forget, make sure you check out Outcast's channel. I don't know if I'll leave it in the description or not. We'll see what happens. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is a very exciting video. New series on my channel, Mirror Monday. Hope you guys are excited. And yeah, I'll see you guys on another video. Peace out.